Hello boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm the Obscure Angel PT, and for today what I have in here is the Pastcure demo. So Pastcure is a game developed by the Framerate Studios. It's their first game and it is using Unreal Engine 4. So the first time I saw a trailer about this game, I wasn't really impressed. It looked like something really bad in my opinion. But then the demo was released, I saw that some people were talking about it, and actually on the Steam page I can see that it actually won some prizes and was nominated by one of the best indie games of Gamescom of 2017. So, and it was a finalist of many other stuff. So for the settings, let's start with the benchmark stuff. I'm using 1080p, I'm running on BenchART and using the median settings, but unfortunately there aren't more options available for us, so I decided to go hunt for them. So the graphics settings, you can personalize a ton of stuff of the graphics settings by going to your Windows disk drive, go to users, go to your username. Okay, in my case it's Pedro Nunes. Go to your app data. This is an hidden folder, so make sure you have your Windows showing the hidden folders. Go to local AMD HDD2, save it, config file, Windows no editor. Oh my god, so many folders. And game user settings. So by opening this, you can immediately see what is the median settings. And the median settings looks like this. Everything is set to 1. The game is using 71% of resolution scaling, so it means that the median settings doesn't render your game at a native resolution. It renders with 71% of resolution scaling, and what happens is it uses FXAA, and the beer and air of our character gets completely destroyed, in my opinion. So the only solution for that is to use TAA, and by using that you can set the anti-aliasing set to 2. So this is the results that I got. So as you can see, the epic and the eye settings do drop from 30 frames per second from sometimes, you know. Actually, the eye settings, it's not that bad. It keeps it above the 30 frames per second. There was just a small drop there. So for some reason, if you want to enjoy the game above 30 frames per second, you can use the eye settings. It uses the native resolution. It uses the eye settings for everything, including TAA, and actually looks pretty good. But if you want to enjoy a 60 frames per second experience, I do recommend you to go with the median settings. Do use TAA like I did do, or like I'd done on the config file, and 71% of resolution scaling. I also tried to get the game to run with 83% resolution scaling, which is equivalent to 900p. And actually the game was a little bit in between the 30s and the 60 frames per second, so it was a little bit bad. For most of the games this is not a problem, but Pastcure seems to be it seems to have a problem with VSync. It seems this game it is using double buffered VSync. I tried many softwares to try to force it to triple buffering. I tried to disable VSync through the drivers, nothing worked. And also there is an option on the config file of the game that is called the VSync. I tried to disable it, but nothing really happened. So for some reason on this demo I'm not able to disable VSync. I usually don't have any problem with VSync when it is triple buffered, but double buffer VSync, it's really a pain in the ass when you don't have the 60 frames per second if you have a 60Hz monitor, because it tends to drop to 30 and then back to 60 and then to 30 and then back to 60 and then to 45 or 40. So it's very consistent when the game starts to drop, and unfortunately this game stutters a lot, which is a big problem for me. Many Unreal Engine games does this, but usually it's indie games, and this one is no exception. When you are traveling through this environment, through this map, you can actually see some stutters from time to time. You can notice, it's not that much pronounced, but you can actually notice them. So it's a little bit disappointing with this, since this is a closed environment, this is not even an open world game, and seeing those stutters, it's really a shame in my opinion. So about the game, this demo only shows you a little bit of the horror side of the game. There are a lot of horror, and I wouldn't say this scares me, but lately I've been playing a lot of scary games, and for some reason I'm not easily scared by now. But this might scare or cause fear for some players. For me it's fine, I don't think it's quite aggressive, but all the environment and the enemies can hunt you down, and that might cause stress for some players. So it feels there is some sort of Silent Hill vibe in this game. You need to collect stuff and items, and you need to backtrack to activate, like the ancient Resident Evils, the first one or the second one, or a little bit like Silent Hill. So it kind of resembles me a little bit of that. Regarding graphics, I think this game, it is actually great for an indie game. I think this developer team did work very well with the graphics and with the Unreal Engine 4. That particle system on the cutscenes, it's clearly amazing. It's something that Unreal Engine 4 did show us when they announced it on Unreal Engine 4, but no game did use them. And actually Pascure, it's making use of it, and it's actually great. There is reflections all over the environment, volumetric lights and stuff like that. So our character seems to have some weird powers that can access the other rooms. This is nothing new in the video games, okay? But there is a thing that wasn't shown us, it wasn't really shown on this demo, which is the fighting system. And I know that there is a reason for this, because as it seems that many players say that the combat sucks in this game. And actually I saw a trailer sometime that showed us a little bit of the combat of the game, and in my opinion it was horrible. I'm not really sure about you guys, but for me it was really really bad. So I think that's on the other side, graphics and possibly puzzles, this game, it's actually very well done and probably deserves all the prizes for an indie game. But for the combat, I think they probably shouldn't have done that, okay? As far as I know, or as far as I've seen, it was nothing special, although this demo doesn't allow us to fight to anyone, so it's a little bit hard to give an opinion of something that I didn't play, okay? So that's it. Pascure, it is like this, and like I said, if you want 60 frames per second, just use the median settings, enable TAA through the config file so that your beard and your hair is not completely messed up. If you want to have a 30 frames per second experience, just use the eye settings and try to use a third-party software to block the game at 30 frames per second, or the game will be kind of 60-30, 30-60, and it will feel very inconsistent, okay? So that's all that I want to talk for now about the Pascure. Hope you keep enjoying the rest of the video, but keep in mind that there will be spoilers, okay? There are at least 3 puzzles, I think, that I will solve right now. So if you don't want to get spoiled, just close the video right now, because I'm going to solve some puzzles, okay? So guys, thank you a lot for watching. I hope you did enjoy the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
This one looks angry. Better stay out of sight while I look for the key. Got it. Now back to the room. Let's see. I have to reconnect the yellow cables. It worked. Let's see if the keypad is back online. need the code.
The prisoners will help you? What prisoners? Oh my god. What the hell is this? Right. Time to get out of here.